stress, either taking magnesium, milk thistle, beans, soy, and flaxseed. Now, this Paul's a nice guy. He means well. He wants to help his girlfriend. But this is the kind of misinformation that we have out in our culture. Magnesium, milk thistle, beans, soy, and flaxseed. How is that going to help fibroids? Now, if we had to sit there and figure it out, we'd say, well, they're not going to help fibroids. But it's the idea that we think these milk thistle will help by fibroids. Somebody probably told Paul milk thistle will help his fibroid or help his girlfriend's fibroids, or beans or soy. But it's not logical. It doesn't make sense. So in order to understand how to reverse fibroids, you got to understand what they are. They're growth, cells growing. Cells growing out of control is a generic, that's a key word here, generic way that the body breaks down. Remember, we're all generic. We're all breaking down generically, and we're all building generically. And all our cells are generic. If I take Paul's cells, and I take Paul's girlfriend's cells, and I take my cells, and I take your cells, and I put them next to each other under a microscope, Paul's cells look like my cells, and they look like his girlfriend's cells. His girlfriend doesn't have special cells, and Paul doesn't have special cells, and I don't have special cells. And really, that is really the crux of the problem. We don't think cellularly. We don't think of the body as being made up of cells. Why? Because the doctor and the medical model don't tell us this. You know why they don't tell us this? Because they can't do anything about a cell. This is the dirty little secret of medicine. The medical model is helpless at the level of a cell. Yet, all disease is cell disease, which means the medical model is helpless against all disease. Okay, check that out. All disease is cell disease. The medical model is helpless at the level of a cell. Thus, the medical model is helpless when it comes to reversing all disease. That's just logic, Aristotelian logic. The medical model cannot help us at the level of a cell. But this doesn't matter because we're all generic and all our cells are the same. And when a cell breaks down, first of all cells break down for the same reasons. They're toxic, they're suffocated, and they're starved. And when they break down the same way. They grow too fast, they grow too slow. They secrete too much stuff, they secrete not enough stuff, or they secrete the wrong stuff. That's it. Fibroids, osteoporosis, hernias, Alzheimer's disease, high blood pressure, you can boil it all down to cells making too much stuff, not making enough stuff, making the wrong stuff, or growing too fast or too slow. It's all the same stuff. It doesn't matter what's happening necessarily. What matters is the starvation, suffocation, and toxification. You want to reverse any degenerative disease. If you want to be a healthcare professional and help your fellow man or woman, all you got to know is those 3 points: starvation, suffocation, and toxification. For Paul, fibroids, starvation, Paul's girlfriend, fibroids, starvation, suffocation, toxification. Well, how do you deal with suffocation? You breathe. Yeah, does that sound silly? I hope it doesn't, because it's very, very powerful. Sit on the couch, oxygenate, sit on the couch, blow off carbon dioxide and toxins. Slow, deep breathing in through the nose, out through the nose. Secondly, for fibroids or anything else, get on the Mighty 90 Essential Nutrients. Get on the Healthy Start Pack. Make sure you're using your macronutrients, protein, fats, and vegetable carbohydrates, and also fiber, as we'll come to find out. And then detoxification, and you don't need any fancy schmancy detoxification formulas. Fasting is the best way to detoxify. Another good way to detoxify is exhaling. And if you're, along with fasting, caloric restriction. As far as fibroids go, if you want to really hit nutrition hard, make sure you're focusing on fats and fat absorption and fat digestion. It's really that simple. It's really that simple. For Paul's girlfriend, if she starts fasting, restricting her calories, focusing on fats, getting on the Mighty 90 Essential Nutrients, making sure she's deep breathing, focusing on her deep breathing, the fibroids will go away on their own. On their own. What's the doctor going to do? Cut them. God forbid, if it gets worse, he'll cut the whole organ out. That's the medical model. And anybody who's satisfied with the medical model, you can tune off right now and let your doctor handle things. But if you're not satisfied with the medical model, or you've been a victim of the medical model, everything we talk about on this program is for you. Everything we talk about on this program are ways that you can avoid going to the doctor, interfacing with the medical model, which can do nothing for you at the end of the day anyway. All right, our number today is 844-236-6010, and I know I ranted a lot today. We'll continue talking about these amazing, amazing short-chain fatty acids tomorrow, and then we'll also talk about nitrates. Yesterday was a cool article that was published in FASEB Journal, the FASEB Journal, the Federation of American Societies for Experimental Biology. Why nitrate supplementation may increase athletic performance. This just came out yesterday, but if you've been listening to The Bright Side, you know that nitrates increase athletic performance because they upregulate nitric oxide and they improve circulation. They improve heart health. They improve oxygenation to cells. They improve oxygenation everywhere in the body. And that's why nitrate supplementation may increase athletic performance. Now, the bright side has been corroborated by the Federation of American Societies for Experimental Biology. Not that we needed corroboration because it's just common sense, but just found it very interesting. This is in the March 2015 issue of the Federation of American Societies for Experimental Biology, the Journal of the Federation of American Societies for Experimental Biology. Why nitrate supplementation may increase athletic performance. Okay, 844-236-6010. Let's go to Randy in Oklahoma. What's up, my friend? How you doing, buddy?
Hey, how are you, Ben?
Good. What's cooking?
Well, for about 2.5 months, I've had kind of a loose stool diarrhea type thing.
Okay, got it.
And I've pretty much tried everything I've heard you say on the radio, and I use the Tangy Tangerine all day, and I've used the Nightly Essence.
That might have something to do with it. That might have something to do with it. Diarrhea, if you've listened to this program, it sounds like you have. It's all about common sense, really. We talk about the body, but we talk about the body in terms of common sense. So what is diarrhea from a common sense perspective? Not a medical perspective, not a doctor perspective. I'm not talking about what will your doctor say or what will the medical model tell you, just common sense. Diarrhea is stuff leaving the body in an uncontrolled fashion. Simply put, does that make sense to you? Stuff is getting out of the body.
Yeah.
Okay, so then the common sense a question that you want to ask yourself is, why is the body feeling like it needs to expel things out in an uncontrolled fashion? And the answer, quite obviously, is going to be something is getting into your system that the body doesn't like, and it's trying to get rid of it. Okay, hang on, and we'll finish up when we come back from our break. I'm Pharmacist Ben. 844-236-6010 is our number. We'll be back after this on The Bright Side. Don't go away.
There's a man named Dr. Joel Wallach who is anything but your typical doctor, both a veterinarian and naturopathic physician. Doc asks, why does the United States spend more money on healthcare by far and still rank 50th in health and longevity worldwide? He believes that people should empower themselves with a basic understanding of nutrition, take charge of their health, and attain optimal health and longevity through nutrition, not by toxic prescription drugs that lead to side effects and more toxic prescription drugs. Doc Wallach's message is resonating with an increasing number of Americans who are waking up to all the big government, big pharma, and big insurance manipulation of our healthcare system. I'm George Norrie, and I like what Doc Wallach is saying and doing to enlighten people about healthcare. Visit brightsideben.com and listen to Doc Wallach's Deadly Recipes lecture. It makes a lot of sense, and I urge you to join the Brightside Ben team. Go to brightsideben.com. That's brightsideben.com.
So we decided to upgrade the look of our home.
Improve the curb appeal.
We decided to add the look of stone to the exterior.
We really like the stacked stone look.
Yeah, but when I checked into the price, it was ridiculous. No way could we afford it.
Then a friend told me about Genstone. Genstone.
Genstone comes in lightweight panels made of polyurethane. They've actually engineered the hassle out of installation. No mortar, no mesh. It was easy. Even I could do it.
We just screwed the panels to the wall and it looks like stone. I mean, it really looks like stone.
Yeah, from the box to the wall in minutes.
We love the look of our home now.
And Genstone is durable, comes with a 25-year warranty, and offers additional R value for insulation.
If you want the look of stone at a price you can afford, call Genstone
at 855-955-STONE.
Trust me, you'll save money.
And you'll love the look.
855-955-STONE. That's 855-955-7866.
How many good people procrastinate? When was the last time you updated your last will and testament, your living will, and your healthcare power of attorney? If you could get these documents included with your Legal Shield membership for no additional charge, wouldn't it just make sense to have the peace of mind of owning a Legal Shield membership? Worry less and live more with lsprotection.com. That's lsprotection.com, or call 855-340-SAVE. That's 855-340-7283.
Results will vary from case to case. Genesis is defined as an origin, creation, or the beginning. Genesis Communications Network began with the mission of providing you with the kind of compelling content you're listening to now. And at GCNlive.com, you'll find a free archive of our nation's history, narrated by GCN hosts, explored, shared, and passed down to future generations. GCN is the future of talk radio, but we should always strive to learn from our past. Together, we are GCNlive.com. GCN.
We all know that Berkey Water Purification Systems are the most trusted name in water filtration. As an authorized Berkey dealer for over 6 years and serving thousands of satisfied customers, the Berkey Guy offers amazing specials for Berkey Water Filtration Systems. The Berkey Light Systems include a set of self-sterilizing and recleanable black purification elements that purify water by removing chlorine, pathogenic bacteria, cysts, and parasites to non-detectable levels and remove harmful chemicals such as herbicides and pesticides. Order the Berkey Light System today, complete with 2 black Berkey elements for only $231, and the Berkey Guy will ship your order free of charge. With the purchase of a Berkey Light, the Berkey Guy is also offering a set of fluoride and arsenic filters for only $39.99. That's over 30% off the retail price. Call the Berkey Guy at 1-877-886-3653. That's 1-877-886-3653. Or order online at goberkey.com. That's goberkey.com today.
A little right, a little left, but always independent-minded. The Genesis Communications Network, GCN.
Okay, we are back. Randy in Oklahoma is okay. You there, my friend?
Yes, sir.
Okay. First of all, stop eating, bro. Fast for 2 days. Watch what happens to your diarrhea. Don't even supplement. Don't even do your BTT. Watch what happens to your diarrhea. Okay? Chances are pretty darn good your diarrhea will stop. Then start to eat as normal, except add food slowly and try to pick just one kind of food. And watch what happens. What you'll notice is that the diarrhea will you'll get loose stools again depending on what you're eating. And that's a food that your body is trying to eliminate. Okay? Now,
yes, sir.
It may be that you're not processing a macronutrient, something you need. You may not be processing fats correctly or protein correctly. You may have a problem with vegetable sugars or fiber. You're going to have to isolate those. And if it turns out that you need that kind of food, say you have a problem with protein. Well, you can't not eat protein. So then you're going to have to start using digestive support to help you absorb those kinds of foods. But until you know what the foods are that are causing the problem, then you're not going to be able to you're not going to be able to solve it. So do a food fast. Then when you start eating again, do a food diary. Now I should also tell you the Beyond Tangy Tangerine, because it's such a big, powerful dose of nutrition, sometimes that's too intense for the body to absorb everything, and then the nutrients will pass through the small intestine, they'll go into the large intestine, and then as they go into the large intestine, your body will try to eliminate everything with a lot of water. Minerals and tend to suck up water, and the Beyond Tangy Tangerine can be the cause of loose stools. If that is the case, then you're going to want to start using your Beyond Tangy Tangerine much more slowly throughout the day, sipping on it, which is always a good idea anyway, and then using it perhaps with a little bit of food to have the digestive juices kicking in when you use your BTT. Does that help? Consider it a food issue is the bottom line. What's that?
Yeah. My energy level's doubled since I started taking the Tangy Tangerine, but this other problem has just came up.
See what it is that you're eating that's causing the problem, and the only way to do it is to do a 2 or 3 day fast and then reintroduce foods. Okay? Thank you so much. God bless you. God bless you. Good luck with everything. Okay, let's go to Stephen in Texas. Welcome to the bright side. What's up, bro?
Yeah, I've been controlling my type 2 diabetes just through diets and supplements.
You mean you've been eliminating it? You mean you've been eliminating it entirely because it's a food disorder that can be completely reversed? Controlling it is the way that you don't control it.
I completely got off my medications, and
that's awesome.
Obviously, I neglected my blood pressure because last week I went into the hospital with congestive heart failure.
Well, that's not good. That's not good at all.
Well, they told me there's no reversing it.
Well, that's because they don't know. So here's what you want to do, Stephen, okay? Remember, I don't know if you heard me talking earlier in the program, but one of the first things we got to do if we're going to really reverse degenerative disease, which we can all do, is we got to throw out everything we know. We got to flush it down the toilet. It's called beginner's mind. All your preconceived ideas about what's good and what's bad and what you should do and what you shouldn't, flush it down the toilet and start from scratch. Congestive heart failure is a sign that your diabetes is not under control. So, and I'm not beating you up. I don't mean to beat you up. I'm trying to help you here. But if we think it's under control, and then we go in and we got high blood pressure and congestive heart failure, it's not under control. But if we think it's under control, then we're going to be like, what do I do now?